Good morning and welcome to another Morning Java, brought to you as always by our friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where I actually went right before I came to this game and had a steak and cheese. And it was just really, really good. Let's talk a little bit about hockey that occurred here behind us. The Penguins just keep winning. They just keep looking good. They also just keep scoring on the power play, and that hadn't been there all year.
No, it hadn't. And, power plays are notoriously cyclical. They run hot and cold. But this is, I believe, 5 games in a row with at least one power play goal. And
this one had 3.
Tonight against the Leafs, they were 3 for 3, and it's kind of hard to improve on perfection. So
yeah, and I guess that the simplest mindset with this all along has been, well, look, if they just get their players back. Well, that's not really what's happened here, is it?
No, I mean, and it's not, you don't score on a power play simply by virtue of talent.
No.
There are some pretty basic elements like getting pucks and bodies to the net, and you might score more often when you have better players. But if you follow that simple formula, you're going to score occasionally, and they seem to be getting that message.
Well, if you think about it, let's just go back over the last 3 games. The loss to Tampa, Malkin scores on the rebound. That's exactly the kind of power play goal you want to see from this team. Next game, Letang scores from the left point through not 1 but 2 screens. Right. Remember, Hornqvist and Rust in a straight line. And then this one, a lot of it was like off the rush and whatever, because Toronto was just garbage.
Their penalty kill certainly contributed to the Penguins' success on the power play.
However, I think I know what you're saying here, because we've seen this for years and years, is that the power play itself just becomes almost this thing where, you know what I'm saying? It just becomes like, it moves regardless of who's in. If Genny Malkin gets sick before the game, doesn't matter. Jake Gensel goes down, doesn't matter, because the power play is working.
Yeah. And, I mean, sometimes you're probably better off if you have a little more of a blue-collar makeup to it, too. You're not as tempted to try to make the pretty play and end up, passing the puck around the perimeter for 2 minutes.
Funny how that has never changed in the game.
It's one of the great constants in ice hockey.
One player that I want to specifically isolate on as it relates to the power play, because it's still a relatively new thing for him, although it doesn't show, and that's Rust.
Yeah.
We're seeing him score on the power play. It's not just the goals. He's moving around the rink. He's he's doing everything right.
He obviously has a good feel for that, like he seems to for just about every other job out there. I wouldn't rule out him making a good goaltender at this point. He's doing everything else so well. But yeah, he does. I think there are instincts involved in being effective on the power play, and he certainly has been showing them.
Just imagine. I hate to keep doing this, but if Jake Gensel comes back at any point, and I know, we don't know, and I'm certainly not saying it to apply any kind of pressure or anything, but if he does, the depth of this power play, actually the depth of the whole team, but what you'll have out there as a second unit will be frightening.
Yeah, no, there's no question about that, and even if you don't have it in these playoffs, you'll have it next year.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that will be a concern for 30 or 31 other clubs.
Oh, certainly the one that played here tonight.